let me do this thing. Marriage should come as a choice and not a reward for our age. If you want to get married because I'm ready to get married, not because I don't want people to say I'm late, I don't want people to insult me. Try to keep on building yourself. We have many celebrities that we can take as example. Rita Dominic get married at the age of 40, or for let me say 40 plus, and she's okay. She's living her life more. Why should you pressurize yourself? And funny enough, I'm an advocate of this that it's not everybody that will get married. I might be a Muslim, but I always have this feeling that they don't need to marry. It's not Islamically because I'm a Muslim. I might not get married. In favor them during their own time. The older generation, they get married at early stage because life was much simpler then. There was no pressure on education. There was no pressure to your career path. So everything was much simpler for them. Their own reasons for getting married at any stage, any life then was to escape poverty, to get security from their insecurity. And what I want people to understand is that marriage shouldn't be a reward for your age. You know that marriage is a responsibility that requires maturity and some form of preparation. If you are not prepared for marriage, as when you get into it at early stage, draw back. Because this responsibility that you are going into is like just signing a contract without understanding the content. Definitely you will have problems. Because if you don't understand this thing let's take marriage as the chapter of life. It's not the complete. You open the first chapter and you feel like this thing does not fit me. Just sit down, relax, and get prepared to follow the other chapter. You don't need to rush yourself. And the other thing, our parents are also part of this cultural aspect because some parents see their child marriage as a reflection of success. They believe once the children are married, they believe their work is done like they believe they can now relax. But now civilization has come to stay, we now want to explore opportunities, we want to build our careers, we want to build savings. So all these things are taking our time. But despite civilization, despite education, that old cultural clock still living on some people's mind. So we need to erase it. And the other thing is comparison. And this comparison is segmented into two phases.
Káàbọ̀ sórí ètò Funfact gẹ́gẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ti mọ̀. Orúkọ tèmi ò yí padà látàná sí tòde. Bello Ahmed Ọláwùmí ni orúkọ tèmi. Èmi náà dé máa ń kọ́ ètò ibi mo ṣe ti máa ń kọ́ ìmọ̀ wá látàná. To you, our lovers, our viewers, we do appreciate you guys. I appreciate you. Thanks for the love, the support, the share, and the likes. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń bá wa ń ṣe ní ọ̀sẹ̀ọ̀sẹ̀. Àtúbẹ̀yìn pẹ̀lú èyí tí a ti fẹ́ gbé wá fún yín. Torí mo ti máa ń ṣe ládéhùn fún yín pé gbogbo ohun tí bá máa gbé wá fún yín nǹkan ara ni. And I'll be bringing things that will make you guys understand a lot about life nínú tí ẹ pé kò yé yín. Láwọn ẹ̀kọ́ tó ṣe wípé a ní láti kọ́. Mo máa ń sọ ó ṣàn nínú àwọn tí wọ́n ń gbèrò tí wọ́n ń kà ń sìn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ni tá bá wo gbogbo kinní yẹn bí life yẹn ṣe ń change sí. You could see social media ó ti ń develop, ó ti ń carry gbogbo everything. So social media ló ń carry àwọn èèyàn along nísìn. Òun làánà fi wo lọ́nà tí sọ pé okay, let's bring this up to educate the world, to let them understand some certain things. So yẹ pé ó rújú sí wọn àbí tó yẹ pé wọ́n fọ́jú nípa ẹ̀. Mo tún ti wá ṣe bí mo ṣe máa ń ṣe ní ọ̀sẹ̀ẹ̀sẹ̀. Ẹjọ́ tá bá tún ti drop eléyìí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe máa ń bá wa ń like ẹ̀, tẹ́ máa ń bá wa ń share ẹ̀, tẹ́ máa ń bá wa ń comment, àtàwọn support tẹ́ máa ń fún wa, encouragement tẹ́ máa ń fún wa. Mo expect pé we should get more from you guys as usual. And thank you very much from the team Funfact. I really appreciate yín gan. Thank you very much. Kí n má wá bá máa wá fa ọ̀rọ̀ gùn lórí introduction yẹn. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ ẹni tí a tún gbé wá lọ́sẹ̀ tòní. Ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ní ṣàdéhùn fún yín kí n má múṣẹ. Oníwèé ni wọ́n, obìnrin lẹ́ni tí mo tún gbé wá. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ẹ̀yin náà lè máa ń sábà ń béèrè pé obìnrin lẹ́fẹ́ mo tún ti wá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ní kí n ṣe o. Bọ̀ kí n má bàa máa fa ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀gùn, ẹ jẹ́ máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn kí a gbọ́ orúkọ wọn kí wọ́n dẹ̀ lè ṣe wá láǹfààní in tí ó pé tí irú táwọn tí wọ́n ti ń wá síwájú ń bíbáyìí tí wọ́n ti wá ń ṣe wá ní irú àǹfààní bẹ́ẹ̀ tó ṣe pé àdé ń rẹ̀kọ́ mú ẹ̀kọ́ kan sí méjì tí à ń kọ́ ní orí ètò yìí. Ẹ jẹ́ máa lọ sọ́dọ̀ wọn kí wọ́n lè sọ orúkọ wọn fún wa kí a dẹ̀ lè jẹ àǹfààní wọn bá ti máa ń jẹ àǹfààní àwọn tí wọ́n ti ń wá sí orí ètò yìí síwájú. You are welcome to this program, ma.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate the fact you pay Apoyi Edewa because we know you to be someone very busy. Even with that fact that you are busy, you still find the space to create your phone. Okay, I just want us to benefit from you. We really appreciate that, man. The entire team Funfact, I do well ní ìtàlẹ̀ fún yín, lówó lọ́wọ́. I believe pé ọba tí máa ń san ẹ̀san ẹ̀dá, á bá wa san ilẹ̀san. Moving on. Ẹ lè sọ fún wa, what is your name? Báwo ni life yẹn ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀? Ibo la ti bí yín? Education level yẹn, báwo ni background yẹn, báwo ló ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀?
Okay, my name is Abdul Roihana Toyin. I'm an undergraduate at Lagos State University. My discipline is education, and I also have some background education in Arabic education in Darul Talim, located at Ijara Badia. I was born and brought up at Jos, but then in 2010, I think I moved down to Lagos to stay with my mom. So I'm still an undergraduate for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lórí program yìí kò ń ṣe tó pọ̀.
Okay.
Just some little points tá a fẹ́ highlight fáwọn èèyàn ní káwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ lè understand pé kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú tá a wà yìí. Ibi tí mo wá fẹ́ gbà wọlé ni wípé níbi tá a bá live dé, ibi tá a bá age dé yìí, there are a lot of things tó ṣe wípé a máa ń ṣe nílùú wa yìí. Mo wá fẹ́ béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín pé ṣé societal baggage ló di kíní mọ́ wa lẹ́rù ni? Àbí bó ṣe jẹ́ kó rí gangan nìyẹn? Now, ẹ try láti understand question mi dáadáa o. Ṣé societal baggage nínú tí ẹrù tí societal baggage tó dì fún wa ni? Àbí is a normal stuff tó yẹ kó máa ṣẹlẹ̀? Ó ní wípé pressure tí àwa youth sí tá ń gbà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ pé okay, get married before the age of 30. You should get married before the age of 30. Ṣé ẹ fojú wo pé is a normal stuff for us to get married before the age of 30? Or ẹ̀yin rí ní rí pé societal baggage, ẹrù tí àdúgbò kan dì wá láyà, tí society kan dì wá láyà, tí wọ́n wá ń sọ di normal fún wa ni? Mo fẹ́ kí ẹ bá wa clear àárín yẹn ká tó wá máa move on ma.
Okay, you see this topic.
You see this topic, pressure on marriage content, something every young adult can relate to, because it's a burning issue we need to address. So I'm very happy we are unboxing it today, or we are unpacking it. So you see, first is that we have two major misconceptions, and the first one is about this pressure stuff. The first one is culture, while the other one is comparison, just comparison. Now let me talk about culture first. In some societies, they have this belief that once you cross the age of 30 and you are not yet married, they see it as you being lacking behind, you are not fulfilled in life. And what they don't understand is that this thing favor them during their own time. The older generation, they get married at early stage because life was much simpler then. There was no pressure on education. There was no pressure to do your career path. So everything was much simpler for them. Their own reasons for getting married at any stage, any life then was to escape poverty, to get security from their insecurities. And what I want people to understand is that marriage shouldn't be a reward for your age. You should know that marriage is a responsibility that requires maturity and some form of preparation. If you are not prepared for marriage, as when you get into it at early stage, drop back. Because this responsibility that you are going into is like just signing a contract without understanding the content. Definitely you will have problem. Because if you don't understand this thing, that say let's take marriage as a chapter of life, it's not the complete book. You open the first chapter and you feel like this thing does not fit me. Just sit down, relax, and get prepared to follow the other chapter. You don't need to rush yourself. And the other thing, our parents are also part of this cultural aspect, because some parents see their child marriage as a reflection of success. They believe once their children are married, they believe their work is done, like they believe they can now relax. But now civilization has come to stay. We now want to explore opportunities, we want to build our careers, we want to build savings. So all these things are taking our time. But despite civilization, despite education, that old cultural clock still clicking on some people's mind. So we need to erase it. And the other thing is comparison. And this comparison is segmented into two phases. That's offline comparison and then the online comparison. Now let's look into the offline comparison. Offline comparison starts when you see your friends getting married, some doing their pre-wedding photo shoots, you see your friend getting proposed to. Start feeling like, oh, you are running behind schedule. You feel like, oh, I'm supposed to be here. You start comparing yourself to other people. But what we don't understand understand that we all have our different time frame, which means what's work for someone at 35 might not work for what's work for someone at 25 might not work for another person at 35. It doesn't have to do with age. Your age should not be a determinant for your marriage. You need to be ready. So, and you know, another thing that signifies this offline comparison is when after you pressurize yourself and you decide, let me just go online, log into your social media page, and let me catch through, and then start seeing wedding photography video, you see couples on vacation. This thing intense your pressure, start feeling like, oh, am I behind? But I want you to understand that social media only shows the highlights. It will not show you reality. Social media will not show you the I know moments. It will not show you, oh, what have I gotten myself into moments. It will not show you the fight, the loneliness. It will only show you the happy parts that social media wants you to see. But behind this happiness, this little happiness that you are seeing online, there are crimes behind it. People start to compare themselves with filtered image, because everything we are seeing online, they are filtered, they are not real reality. So I think these are two main things that causes pressure in marriage.
Mm. As you said there are two main things.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this question. You know, this pressure is getting too much to some extent that I have seen something online. There was a lady, when the pressure was too much, she just have to take something, then unalive herself. Now, let me ask this question. Do you think this pressure is coming from the family? One, is it coming from the society? Two, is it coming from the peer pressure? You know, in some situation, it should be like, okay, the parents will be like, you are clocking 30 already. Won't you get married? That's the family's problem. Society will be like, okay, you are seeing a lot of people outside. It might not be your friends. It might be people maybe you know in your maybe you stay in the same area or you stay in the same community, and you feel like, this girl, I know her very well. She's like, let's say 20, 25 years old, and she's getting married. Why you are in your late 20s, and you are yet to get married. Now the third one is the peer pressures. Which are your friends? These your friends, maybe let's say you are in a group of 5 friends, and these 5 friends, you have like 3 that are already getting married. You know, you will feel like, what's happening? What do you think is the most difficult or dangerous ones among these 3 that I count now? Is it the family, the society, or the peer pressure?
Just like you have said, sir, I just decided to group everything you said. You see, society and our parents are under culture.
Okay.
Just like I said before, this pressure doesn't even start at age 25. At times, some ladies get pressurized from age 23. See, the society, your aunties, your grannies, your uncles, even people that you barely know, when you attend family gathering, their next question will be, what's the news? Have you gotten someone? You know, and you'll be like, this is not even the next thing that I want to do. I still have plans. You know, so it's not about and these people, they are not trying to make you feel bad. It's based on you feel that you feel it. Because to me, I feel they are saying it out of love. They care for you. And the reason why they care for you is that they see it as norms. Because they are older than generation. This thing works for them during their own time. So they are not moving with us. They assume that, oh, that thing is applicable to them. It should be too. So but what they don't understand that things has changed, like I said before, education has come in. You can't compare your own time with our own time. So if you see your friend getting married, that's for peer pressure. If you see your friend getting married at age 24, why not try to do businesses at age 30? What are ways? See this thing. I normally say this thing. When you see a child that gives birth at age 25, or even at age 18, let's go to the teenagers phase. At age 18, it's not bad to give birth. Giving birth is just like part of the success that we want to achieve. But we believe there should be a certain stage where you achieve that thing. Giving birth, building houses, attaining some career paths, all of these things are success. So it's the society that will now label it for us. Oh, this is what should confront. This is what you should prioritize. But to me, I believe you should do things according to how you feel it works for you. Don't make your friends pressurize you. Because that friend that you see getting married at age 24 might have a responsible background that will sustain her own marriage. She might already have achieved the educational background that she needs. Because if you are going into marriage without having some, there are some things that we need before have, are you okay? Are you financially okay? Are you educationally okay? Are you spiritually okay? If you are not okay with all these things and you decided to just jump into marriage like that because people are doing it, that's the main problem of our society is that we always pressurize ourselves with what others are doing. Because my friend is doing this thing, I want to do this. Why not if they are doing this thing, you why not try to do another thing in a good way? In as much as these things are all wins. You either win this way or you win another way. Marriage is just a chapter of life. What works for you might not work for me. So I won't get pressurized because someone is getting married and I think, oh, let me do that thing.
You said something earlier. If I could understand you and hear you very well, you said when these children are getting married,
Yeah.
their families, their parents sees like an achievement.
Yes.
Why do you think is an achievement? And secondly, don't you think there is something maybe mysterious or something engaging about parents pressurizing their children to get married before the age of 30? I think, to me, I think maybe there is something in particular about that age 20s. I think from the early 20s to that late 20s, there is something special in that numbers. So, which is making them pressurize us. You being our lecturer today, you being the one educating us on this topic, do you think there is something special about this? And you saying they take marriage as an achievement. I'm sorry, ma. Do you think it's not an achievement, or is it not worth celebrating or being getting happy for?
Yeah, marriage is what celebrating actually, just like I said, it's part of life achievement. But you shouldn't be pressurized to achieve it. Why not let us pressure ourselves to achieve our goals, all the other goals like achieving your career path. Marriage shouldn't be the only achievable thing that we should celebrate. Now, as our parents seeing marriage as a reflection of their success, they believe once they train children to certain stages, they believe they should relax. So once you reach age 25 and you are not married, they'll be like, "Ah, it's not no, oh, it's not no, so they believe once you leave their own house, it's your husband that will carry your responsibility. Because this pressure on marriage affects women most. Because a man at 29 and not yet married, some society see it as being ambitious, being career oriented. But a woman at 29, they will start insulting you, telling you, "Ó ti pẹ́ lé jù." They will start telling you are taking time. And they now make women feel worthless because they now attach our achievement to marital status instead of what we want to achieve ourselves. Like now, no matter what you have as a woman, once you are not under a man in our society, you are valueless to your parents. Because they'll be like, "Talufe jogun provide." And another main reason why they take age 25 to 30 as some kind of a stage where you have to be married. They see it as a magical stage. It's because let's go into the medical part. It's because of menopause. There's no big deal because of menopause. And the thing is that I see this as a fair concern, yeah, because biology is real. Biology is real. We need to believe that menopause make them fear that when women reach some certain stage, their fertility declines with age. So they believe if you don't get married at early stages, you might have complications to conceive. For me, with the modern healthcare facility and lifestyle knowledge, women can still conceive safely at age 30. What we should promote is awareness and not fear. Because when you get married because of fear, like because of panic or fear or pressure, this will not let you stay longer in that marriage.
So you are telling us that it's just because the way they see the thing in their own
Yeah,
aspect.
because
So
it's
that's why they
different,
think.
so they don't bring it to our own.
Oh, okay. That's very nice. Okay, let me ask again. Let me ask a question. Uh, I said something about the age of 25 to age of 30. And you said something about menopause.
Yeah.
Do you think with the current technology and the current civilization, if a lady is getting married at the age of 30, 35, is it favorable to her? Do you think she could still be able to achieve whatever people are achieving in their marriage at the age of that 30, 35?
Yeah, you can still achieve everything. It's not it doesn't matter, the time doesn't matter.
Okay.
What you are bringing, you too. Let me use you as an example. Men mentality now is that when they want to ask ladies out, they will ask, what are you bringing to the table? And our fathers did not ask that questions. Now, if you're asking me what am I bringing to the table, at 25, I might not even have achieved anything.
Okay.
So, if I'm getting married at age 25, what do you want me to offer? But at least if I'm preparing and I'm not relenting, if I'm the type that career oriented, I am working towards my goal, I still believe at till age 30, I should be able to bring something to the table.
Okay, let's view it in this aspect as well. A lady that already achieved whatever she wants to achieve at the age of 18, do you support her going to that early marriage if she's okay with her achievements?
Okay, let's say we have children like that, that
Yeah.
their parents work makes things work easier for them and
Yes.
they have all these achievable things. The thing is that I will not advise such teenagers to go into marriage
Why?
because she's already, let's say she's already okay financially.
She's okay financially.
She's okay
Educationally,
financially,
she's okay.
educationally, she,
I'm sorry,
but
man. There
okay,
was a classmate of mine while we were still in school. She's about, I think, 17 years old then. So she already completed her BSc, and she's done with everything she wants to do. In fact, she owns a business herself, which she's controlling. More than, let's say, two, three places of her own. Do you consider, okay, she's done with her education? She is financially okay. She has a good background. So what next do you think she needs to do apart from those ones?
you see, one thing that will bring her down, you see, one thing that will bring her down is emotional intelligence.
Okay.
Because her brain is not yet fully mature. She has not have experience about life fully. But she's just 18, barely 18 years old yet. You haven't witnessed everything. See, emotional intelligence is very important. When you get married because, oh, okay, I'm okay, I have money, I have everything, I'm okay, let me go into marriage. See, at that moment, you are not going into marriage because you are rich. You are going into marriage because you want to fit in. Okay, I've achieved everything achievable. Okay, now let me go into marriage. You have problem because you will be, your partner will be someone you can tolerate and not someone you can connect with. And if you are dating someone, or let me say you get married to someone you can tolerate, that marriage will not last because we will just force ourselves to flow. There's no connection between us. That emotional intelligence will make us break down easily. Because what I'm supposed to talk to my husband freely, because I'm still a young adult, I'm still naive. I don't know how to express myself very much better. So this will throw our relationship and I need to divorce.
So you are in a nutshell, you are telling us that the pressure our parents are pressuring us before the age of 30 to get married is not worth it.
Just let's push that pressure to self discovery, doing better at ourselves. Instead of you sitting and looking for a better person, rather try to be promoting yourself. You try to be a better person before your better partner comes.
But do you think this community or this society, or let's say this country that we are now, encourage such let me put it like this, okay? You know, we are in Nigeria,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of people struggling to make life easier for themselves. But even with the fact that they are struggling, the country is not, let me say, is not paying them back. So they are not getting what they desire for. So a lady that is 30, 31, 32, okay, pursuing her dream and yet to achieve that dream. And because of this dream, she's been neglecting marriage. She's been ignoring marriage. Do you think such lady is, do you think she's promoting herself or she's just wasting her time?
Such lady should keep on promoting herself. She's not wasting her time.
Till when?
She should keep on doing those stuff that she wants to achieve. So she feel like, okay, let me do this thing. Marriage should come as a choice and not a reward for our age. If you want to get married because, oh, I'm ready to get married, not because I don't want people to say I'm late, I don't want people to insult me. Try to keep on building yourself. We have many celebrities that we can take as example. Rita Dominic get married at the age of 40, or for let me say 40 plus, and she's okay. She's living her life more. Why should you pressurize yourself? Because, and funny enough, her because I'm a Muslim, I might not get married.
Why? Why did you say so?
Should we
Are you,
go?
because we are all different.
Yes.
The way you said it
That's
now,
my
you
own
understand
view.
yourself.
Yeah.
And a lot of viewers will be like, what did she mean? Like, what are you trying to tell us here? I don't know, maybe you have something in particular about that if it's about you, you might decide not to get married. Why?
Yeah. Because I might not say everything here because this social media, we all have our different view about it. But one of the reasons why I feel like you shouldn't see marriage as something so important is that how many marriages lasting now? You can see a marriage of 1 year and it breaks down. But when you won't know because of what they are posting. You will be like, okay, this marriage. Let's take Regina for example. She always say it's better for us to cry in than crying in Yoruba. Now she's currently asking Nigerians for help. You know why? Regina, as a kid, got married as a teenager. She's not ready for that marriage. But because her mom she saw that marriage proposal at that time as a way for them to escape poverty. So that's why she pushed her daughter into it. So to me, I feel if I'm financially okay and I'm okay on my own, I feel like I don't need a man.
You don't need a man.
I feel like I don't need a
You
man.
see this thing you are saying now, it's just like you are advocating and you are telling women to feel like, okay,
No,
even when
that's why I said, sir. That's why I said this is my own thing, not anybody else. People might criticize me for it, but this is just my own thing.
that you just feel like, okay, if it's in your own
Marriage shouldn't be
aspect,
a must.
I'm sorry. Aren't you getting the pressure from your families, your
I am,
parents,
sir.
that okay, you are getting old enough to get married?
Yes, I'm getting the pressure.
Even with the pressure, you still saying you don't want to get married.
Yes.
What are they doing to it?
They have nothing to do. They have nothing, but they can't force me to do things that I'm not ready for. But they once told me that once you get married and you have issue with your husband, see I hear money no labor.
So you just
So
have to.
I think instead of rushing into that marriage, let me get myself, let me be okay. So if any issue happen, I will be able to solve it and not carry it to them. That's why I say parents see their marriage, their children's marriage as a reflection of their success. They have done at this stage. They have trained you to certain stage and now they need to relax. So if you're having this mentality, if such kids get into marriage and they have issue, they will be afraid, they won't be able to express themselves to their parents because those parents will keep on pushing them back. And it's only those kids that can explain what they are witnessing in such marriage.
According to belief, our parents do say when you get married early, that marriage brings about blessing. I don't think maybe they have a particular point for that, but I think it's normal as well because as a guy, if you are getting married early, you will know that okay, if you are taking the only responsibility on yourself before, you have a wife which is going to push you to do more things. What do you see to this man?
To me, getting married because you want to give birth and our parents believing that it brings blessing.
Yeah,
Uh,
they'll say when you
to
get
me,
married early, it's
it,
blessing.
it's scam. Don't let them scam you. Why not adopt your siblings? If you think okay, your wife will pressure you to work hard, to gain more income, just try to adopt your siblings and see maybe the kind of pressure they will give you won't be even much more than the one that your wife will give you. Because before you
Adopt
believe,
our siblings
yes, it's
and be
still the
taken care
same.
of.
Yes, it's the same pressure now because the only pressure you are getting is that okay, I want to feed. I'm no longer feeding myself. I'm not sustaining for myself again. I want to feed more people. Just try to adopt others. Try to adopt your sibling. You will see that it's the same energy you are still going to put.
It's still the same energy
Yes.
I'm going to put. Okay, thank you very much. I have a lot of questions to ask, but this show won't permit me to ask that question because even with the way you are explaining this, my thinking has been going through some things, and I'm able to understand a lot the way you are saying this now. Thank you very much for that. I believe a lot of people will benefit from this as well, and for that we'll be going to the next phase, which is you've been educating us this morning, and we've learned a lot from you. Do you have maybe anything advice you can give to our youths out there? Maybe you want to encourage them on this particular topic that no one needs to pressure you before the age of 30 or at the age of 30 that you must marry by force. You don't have to fall into peer pressures issue before you think, okay, because my friend is doing this, my friend is doing that, and I have to, maybe you have something you want to encourage us on or advise them on that will be of benefit to them as well.
My little advice to my audience is that you need to take a breath,
Okay.
relax. You are not slow. You are not running behind them.
Mm.
This you need to stop clicking. You need to stop setting your own clock with someone else's time. We all have our different time, which is fine. Just relax. Believe that, oh, I'm doing fine for myself. Because what you see someone achieving at their early stage, you don't know what is going on behind it. You don't know what's sponsoring such achievement. So when you feel pressured and you get yourself into things that you don't have mind, later regret it. So I'll just advise that you relax and work according to what you wish for yourself.
Uh,
Don't rush it.
thank you very much for that. Let me ask this question, then we finalize it off. You said marriage is not lasting like that of before anymore. Why do you think this marriage are ending early?
One of the reasons why marriage is because one, I'll just say three adults. One is because two unsettled adults are getting married, which has to do with financial instability.
Okay.
When two people decide to get married and they don't have the basic financial ability, they tend to carry stress instead of support. They argue over things that financial means can solve, and this leads to physical abuse that might lead to divorce. This is one of the reasons why marriage breaks and don't no longer lasts. And then another reason is when you um, when you don't discover yourself before getting married, you lose yourself in that inside such marriage. When you let peer pressure push you into marriage, fear, and thinking, oh, this partner that I let her settle with is not someone that deserves me, it's not someone that wants me. Be like, oh, this is wrong. So you want to draw yourself back. This separation also. Another thing is you settling because you want to fit into the societal standard. You have not achieved the things that you need. But you now feel like, oh, so they won't abuse me, so they won't say anything. I'm struggling around so that the society will not make me feel backward. So let me go into marriage. And when you get into that marriage and you see others outside the marriage getting things done the proper way, you now feel like, oh, this I made the wrong decision. This will make me want to go back. So I think that's some of the reasons why marriage is no longer lasts.
Thank you very much. And I believe our people they are going to understand this and they are going to learn from this because we've been seeing a lot of things lately that when you come online you see a lot of people. I think I saw one last week while I was going through my TikTok, and the lady was like, I prefer him beating me and enduring it than packing back my loads to my parents' place. So I don't know what reason or what's prompting her to say such. But I know she's going through a lot in that marriage. And even apart from TikTok, we have a lot of people around us that are facing such problem. So I hope you guys are going to learn and get something from what our lecturer said today. You don't have to pressure yourself. You don't have to rush yourself. Discover yourself. Try and bring something for yourself. Build yourself. After building yourself, then you find it. You can now decide, okay, if you want to get married or you are not getting married. Thank you very much for that. And we really appreciate the entire team from Fact. Now we'll be asking you, you've been benefiting us since morning, and we do enjoy every bit of what you said very much, man. Do you have maybe by any chance have a social media platform that our viewers will be like, okay, this lecturer lecturing us this morning, we sincerely enjoy every bit of her speech and we love what she's doing. Maybe you have a platform that you're teaching people or you're educating people, a WhatsApp platform, a Facebook platform, Instagram. So you just give us the handle. So our lovers will be able to follow you and benefit more from your program.
Okay, for now, my educational platform is TikTok.
Okay.
That's at Roihana Toyin.
Okay. Can you please give us the spelling so So they'll be able to follow that.
at EAR,
Okay.
capital letter RYAN.
Okay.
That Roihana.
TikTok,
Yes,
Instagram, just
I
TikTok.
have
Uh, so that's that for this week. To you, our lovers, we do appreciate you guys. And by next week again, we'll be bringing people that will be full of knowledge and understanding that we are still going to be benefiting from as well. And we'll be hanging this off here today. Thank you all.